Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. Let's do the Arena Mock Battle, which is a new thing that just came out yesterday. And then what this does is that it takes like 3 teams that are at like different strengths that are very popular in the arena, and then you can play them, try to get certain missions, and then get certain rewards for those. There's no real reason for me to put up this video, and it's not even the most difficult level. But you know, I can just show off the battle of this game. This time I'm doing it all manual at the regular speed with the attack animations on. So this is kind of like the realist example of battle in here. And then also yesterday in the update we got voices for the characters, so we can hear them when they attack or when they are attacked or different stuff. So yeah, very cool. And then also it'll give me a chance to kind of talk about some things. Last couple days have been interesting with the release of information on the global version of the website. And then, you know, the big like FFBE people like Hal and Clake, they've made their own videos. And it was interesting to look through their comments on the videos to see like what people are hoping for or what they're concerned about. And I put a couple answers into there for people, but I can talk about a couple of those here as well. And then of course, as we get closer to the release of the global version, I'll make more videos like a final review of the game before it's released in global, like a to-do list for beginners, ways that you should think about spending in the game depending on like what you want to get out of the game, that sort of a thing. And then also a history of like the tactics, and then the Ogre series, which has kind of led up to this game, War of the Visions. But to talk about this mock battle real quick, this is the mid-level. 2 of the enemy team are level 99, and then 1 is 89, I think, so pretty strong team. I was kind of embarrassed to have to bring 5 characters to beat 3 characters, but that's what it took. And then the highest level, all 3 of the enemy characters are level 99, and they can like one-punch my guys, so that's very difficult. I don't think I'm going to be beating that one. But looking at the comments of the other YouTubers' videos, I saw a lot of people make the comment that this game is a reskin of Alchemist Code. And that doesn't hold any water for me, that argument. Final Fantasy Tactics is a reskin of Tactics Ogre, but that didn't stop it from being a good game. It didn't stop it from becoming very popular, so I don't think that's an argument worth making. One concern that people had was like how much time it would take for farming, and that's a legitimate concern. But some people, they were worried about how much time multiplayer farming takes. And multiplayer is the it's kind of the mode that does take the most time, because you can't set it to auto farm. You can set it to auto battle, but in between battles you have to hit the buttons to keep going. But if there are rewards for like number of times that you have to clear a stage multiplayer, the most I've ever seen is 5, so it doesn't really require a lot of clears there. The raid, like the Valentine's Day raid with the chocolate pudding, that was kind of the most intensive multiplayer farming event. But I actually found that really fun. And then, you know, as high as you go, you get better rewards for your better rank. But you don't have to go all the way, you know, for the entire week period or 10-day period or whatever. Another concern that I saw a lot in the comments was the VIP system. And then the 2 times speed up being locked behind that. That is kind of crappy. But you can get the 1.5 times speed up, even as a free-to-play player if you fulfill the daily missions after so many days. And yeah, 1.5, it's good enough, I would say. And then later in the JP version, we got it recently, but you know, sometime after launch, we got the auto farm mechanic, where you can set up your phone so that it will farm itself. And so you'll play the mission on auto battle, it'll cycle through the menus, then play the mission again, and it'll go and go and go until you run out of stamina. and then you can fill your stamina to 1000. So that'll be a lot of farming. You can go to sleep at night. When you wake up in the morning, you will have a bunch of stuff farmed. And then when you're sleeping for, 6 or 8 hours or whatever, it's not going to matter how fast your game is going, whether it's 1.5 or 2 times. You're going to run out of stamina, and then the game's just going to stop. So in the big picture, I would say that the 2 times speed up locked behind the VIP system is not that big of a deal. Another concern I saw was maybe a lack of high-level content, but I would say in this game the PvP is the high-level content. And I've been surprised by how fun it is, and then also how competitive it is. And then, yeah, we get a kind of a hint from these mock battles, just how difficult the higher difficulty levels of the arena are. My highest rank that I go maybe in the PvP arena every week is maybe rank 5,000, maybe like 10,000 if I'm being lazy. But that's with most of my guys at level 79 or 89. If I went to level 99 with all my guys, and I was much more motivated with arena or refreshes, then I could get higher. But yeah, if they are as strong as the teams that I'm playing here, I don't know if I'd have much of a chance. There's also been some interesting comments about translating, some of which are hostile. But it's interesting because translating is a very subjective practice. You could take like a line of text, like from a novel or something, give it to 10 different translators, and then you might get, 10 different results back. It's all based on just the translator's past, and then like proficiency in both languages, and their preferences with how they want to say certain things. And so like a good example would be like those 3 Crystal Church characters, Sasayaki, Tsubayaki, and Inori. Like, when do you take names and then translate them into their meaning of the language that you're translating? And when do you just leave it like the way it is? Like Odin's sword, that's a good example, the Zantetsuken. They don't translate that. They just leave it as Zantetsuken, even when, they bring the game to the English players. And I think they do it just because it sounds cool. Zantetsuken, even if you don't know what it means, it sounds cool. If you did translate it, it would be iron-cutting sword, which is not very cool sounding. And yeah, in the case of Sasayaki, Tsubayaki, and Inori, I think those names sound cooler than, what was it, Murmur, or Whisper, or Grace. So I thought that was kind of a trip up by the translators there. But again, it's a subjective thing, so it's hard to complain. If I was actually working for Square translating, then I would have more of a say, but don't really have a say here. I will be going back. I've made a bunch of videos for War of the Visions so far, but I will be going back and changing some of the titles of my videos so that the names of like characters and places match what is going to be in global. So like Monto, the main character of the game, I'm going to take that O off the end of his name so that it matches the English name, so that people will be able to find it more easily when they search through YouTube. I'm still going to be unapologetic about how I pronounce characters, because I'm pretty confident about that, Yashutara in particular. But with spelling, that will impact search results, so I'll try to make those consistent with global. But yeah, it's been fun to see like more interest in the game lately, and then I'll try to work hard and get up videos leading up to the release of the global version. Alright, and I got the clear there, got a little bit of the rewards, and that will do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.